Hello and welcome to another Canguro English Daily Digest. My name is Christian and today is Tuesday, best day of the week. And today everything is peachy, just peachy. Well, actually, no, everything is not all that peachy because my allergies have started because, now it's kind of, there's some strange grass which is pollinating here in the north of Spain, which just makes my face explode. So peachy. Today we're going to be talking about words related to fruit. And where do these words come from? And why do they have such strange associations? Someone actually used this word in the Canguro English WhatsApp group yesterday, peachy. And I thought it was a great way to talk about some of this sort of fruit-based vocabulary. And it's also interesting because it shows us about like where words come from and like sometimes why they have these strange kind of meanings. So basically, peachy means good. Everything is good. You could say that, how is everything? Well, my life is just peachy at the moment. There's actually another phrase, peachy keen. Keen means that you're very enthusiastic to do something. So you could say, wow, I am peachy keen to go to the swimming pool. Like I'm really excited about it. I mean, that's a little bit old-fashioned, to say that, but definitely you can say that everything's peachy. So let's talk about why. So this tells us a few interesting things about English. So the first one is that, remember, we can turn any noun into an adjective by adding y. Peachy. So peach becomes peachy. And so what is it about a peach exactly that kind of represents good? Well, I mean, look at it. It's got a great color. It's got a great shape. Shape is kind of important. Throughout history, the shapes and the forms of different fruits and plants and flowers have always in some way been related back to the female body, because that's all men think about 24/7 is female bodies. So the peach has this beautiful round kind of shape, and it's got a great color. If people have kind of like a beautiful kind of like perfect pale complexion, we can say that their complexion is peaches and cream. I mean, think about how beautiful those two colors are together. Peaches and cream, lovely. So peaches are and they're delicious fruit. They're juicy and soft and what's really interesting, and this is what we're also going to be talking about, is that peach in a lot of languages comes from the same root as the word for Persian, the word for Persia, because. Well, this is the next thing, is that a lot of names for fruit and for food in general doesn't come, because we have to ask the question, where do words come from? They don't just magically appear from nowhere, they get given, right? People give them names, and sometimes we give names to things based on who is selling them or where we think they come from. So, for example, peach, people thought they came from Persia. They don't, they're from China, but because they were being sold by Persian people. So we called them peaches, right? Similar story with the turkey. In English, it's called a turkey, the bird, But, if you look at French, for example, it's called dinde, which means from India, because people thought it was from India. But it's not. It's not from Turkey either. They were the people who were selling the animal. Also, you could look at other English words like tea and chai. Some European languages and other languages all over the world have a word similar to tea, depending if it came that way by ship. And a lot of other countries have a word which is similar to chai, depending if it came that way from China. Similar story with lemon and citron. If you look at Europe, the kind of map is kind of divided. Some people got the lemony version of the word lemon, and other people got the citron version. But it's the same. It's the same word, depending on who was selling it or who was importing it, right? But this is just the beginning of sort of fruit-based vocabulary. So we have things are peachy. Also, we can say that things are plummy, another fruit. Plummy, again, means like really good, really a kind of an excellent quality thing. So you could say, for example, he got a plummy job at the council, doing nothing. He got it's a great job. It's a juicy job, a delicious job, a plummy job, a ripe job, a perfect job, plummy. Some other fruit things you could say in a negative way. You could say that somebody has sour grapes. If somebody has sour grapes, then that means that they are bitter about something. Kind of they feel hard done by. They feel slighted. They feel like things weren't fair. They have sour grapes. You could say, she has sour grapes about her book not being published. And this came from Aesop's fable. Aesop wrote these fables. They're like, they're called, what are they called? Moral tales, moral stories. And sour grapes is because in the story there were these grapes hanging off the vine, and the fox couldn't get the grapes, and he didn't want to look like an idiot for not being able to reach the grapes. So he said those grapes are sour grapes, and then it evolved over time, and then also you can be a bad apple. Very biblical, this one. A bad apple is like, because apples in general are good, right? It's a good, healthy, delicious fruit. But every now and again, you get the bad apple in there, contaminating all the good fruit. Don't be a bad apple. Also, look, before I finish talking about the fruit thing, I got this little thing from England that makes different noises. So when I tell a joke, I can do this. So a man goes into the doctor's, and the doctor says, a man goes into the doctor and says, Doctor, please help me. I'm turning into a pencil. And the doctor says, I see your point. It's so good. Let's think of another bad joke. A duck goes into a pharmacy and says to the pharmacist, do you have any lip balm? And the pharmacist says, yes, here you go. How would you like to pay for the lip balm? And the duck says, put it on my bill. And that concludes another Kangaroo English Daily Digest. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't have sour grapes. Don't be a bad apple. I hope that your day is plummy and peachy. And I'll see you in class.